Oh, I entirely forgot to start. I'm thinking today we do the brand new event that came out. Oh yeah, context into why I didn't stream the last 2 days. I got a tooth pulled. It was broken, so I had to get it pulled. Where the hell am I? Oh, I know where I'm at. I might as well get these. Oh yeah, I should equip the Fontaine story team. How did I forget? Team of all Fontaine characters. I forget where on the roster it is. This? Oh yeah, I should equip it. Oh, wait a minute. Let's get what's in the mail. Now, let's do this. I figure since it's in Fontaine, I could just lump it in with streams. So I'm going to do all Fontaine storyline anyway. Wait, is it teleporting me there? No, it's not. What? Is that in, like, a restaurant? Wonder what restaurant?
Huh? Is that Navia over there? Oh, it's been a while. Let's go say hi.
She's in this quest line?
Hey,
She wears
Navia,
glasses?
what you up to?
No, those are not prescription. Why the secrecy? Yeah, why?
Get lost, Monica! I don't want to see you back here until you're ready to wake up and start doing things properly! Right now, you're a disgrace to my kitchen and to the Hotel de Boer name!
It was an accident.
Hello.
I'm sorry, did you hear me asking for
Is
excuses?
Navia good?
No, I'll do better, I promise.
Why is she so aggressive?
She was pretty powerful when I playtested her.
Has to say. Oh, hey, cut her some slack. You gotta at least hear her out.
Wait!
Huh? Who do you think you are telling me? Wait a sec. Navia? Huh. So, you're bringing backup now. Suit yourself! You're still wasting your time!
Savannah, is this how you always treat your staff?
Oh, you've not played Berserk?
My staff is right. I'm the one in charge here now. And last time I checked, the Hotel de Boer doesn't take orders from the Spina di Rosula.
Of course. How you run your kitchen is none of our business. But when a member of your staff is so overworked he becomes gravely ill, that most definitely is our
You
business.
just got her?
We're going to stand up for
She
him,
seems so much fun
whether
to play
you like
with.
it or not.
Been waiting for
Overworked.
months.
I've
Oh.
said it before, and I'll say it again.
What
If
character was I waiting
Vermont
for
can't
months to
handle the
get?
job, then tough luck. There are plenty of other capable people I can hire instead.
But Philmont
Chevreuse.
can do the job, he just...
I also spent
Monica,
way over
back
90
inside,
blood
now!
draws to get her.
Huh?
It's
But
outrageous.
you said I shouldn't come back until...
Just do as you're told, and not another word out of you. Come on, we have work to do.
Wow, what a horrible person.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Looks like I've dragged
just
you into
because
some
the outfit
drama
was cool.
again.
That's honestly the only reason. Just for the cool outfit. So who was that? It just looked like a chef to me.
Her name is Savannah. She's the new head chef at Hotel de Boer. Ever since she took the job, she's been enforcing a brutal work regime and putting a huge amount of pressure on her staff. One guy was so overworked, he collapsed from illness. He's been bedridden for days. And he can barely even talk properly.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I don't deserve to be a chef.
At his family's request, the Spina di Rosula is trying to mediate on his behalf. We're not exactly making a ton of progress, as you saw. Savannah is adamant that Vermont's exhaustion and illness have nothing to do with her
Okay,
or how
have
she's
fun.
been running her kitchen. She's refusing to have any kind of meaningful dialogue with us. Our next thought was to talk to the other chefs at the restaurant and get a better idea of their working conditions. But with Savannah watching them like a hawk, no one has been willing to open up. And that's why I'm here, doing it the old-fashioned way. Camping out, watching, and waiting for an opportunity.
This is such a weird quest line. I have a feeling it's going to be like Nightmare's Kitchen. Is that what it's called? Nightmare's... Or am I thinking of Hell's Kitchen? Did I mix up the two shows again? I know he's got two different shows. Oh, I forgot what it's called. So you were waiting for Savannah to leave? I did not say her name right. And you were going to approach Monica? Oh, I am so sorry.
Oh, shoot! It all makes sense now. Sorry. Paimon should have thunk before she spoke. Did
we?
Paimon ruin everything?
Oh,
I think
no,
we did.
not at all, Paimon. Honestly, the way she was laying into Monica, someone had to step
Monica.
in. I'm sure I would have piped up if you hadn't. And besides, I don't really think I'm built for espionage.
Either way, Savannah's seen you now. So you probably won't get another chance. What is with these options? They do not feel like they should be two.
Yeah, meaning it's gonna be all the more difficult to get the inside scoop now. Oh, I might as well head back to the Fleuve Cendre then. We'll need to come up with a whole new game plan.
Paimon will join you, cause this is kinda all Paimon's fault.
Then I'll join you too.
Guys, it's fine. You don't need to worry about it. That said, if you were planning to visit the Fleuve Cendre anyway, let me take you out for a meal. I'll make sure it's a proper feast. A really famous chef just joined the Spina di Rosula's tavern. Her name is...
Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to apologize for the scene you witnessed just now. We shouldn't
I
subject our
Think
customers
I've
to
seen
that.
this character?
This is a small token from us. It's some candy from Monica. She asked me to make sure it was delivered into your hands.
Monica's the one apologizing? Huh. Clearly Savannah is the one who owes an apology.
Savannah.
Our head chef has been a little highly strung lately. Sorry for everything.
Paimon, don't make things more difficult for her. Thank you for the gift.
All right. Since there's candy, Paimon will drop it. Not the candy.
Thank you for understanding. We'll make sure to pass your feedback on to Miss Savannah.
I think there's like two things that makes Paimon happy.
A
Food and
little
Mora.
highly strung, huh?
Looks like with Savannah in the kitchen, even the waiting staff are on edge.
Paimon doesn't get it. How did someone like her even become head chef?
Well, according to Fermat's family, she hasn't always been like this. But that's a story for another time. Let's try this candy.
Ah yes, never underestimate Navia's affinity for sweets. Does she still have that portable kitchen? I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, Paimon totally gets it. Come on, dig in! Huh? Hold on, there's something written on the wrapper. Find Escoffier.
For... What?
Escoffier? Could this mean...
Huh? You know that name, Navia?
Yeah. Let's stick to the plan and go back to the Fleuve Cendre for now. That's where we'll find Escoffier anyway.
Oh no, it's in the underground. So, chat, I've learned this the hard way. If you have a side quest along with the main story quest, whatever's going before it will always, like, play off. So, I have a feeling the main story quest line will start going again before the side quest. We'll see which one it is.
So, who is this Escoffier, anyway?
It's a side quest.
She...
Oh,
Well,
thank...
for starters, she
there
used
she
to
is.
be the head chef at the Hotel de Boer, before Savannah. She recreated the legendary Gâteau de Boer and restored the restaurant back to its former glory. Safe to say, she's the most renowned head chef in the Hotel de Boer's history. After the culinary genius Modeste himself.
Gâteau de
Modeste?
Boer. That's the super exclusive cake that they only sell a few slices a day, right? Wow.
Oh, wow.
Why the heck would she let Savannah take her place?
Well, apparently, the Hotel de Boer was reported for a safety incident. Someone claims that the kitchen was adding an illegal substance to their menu. But none of the chefs had any idea how it could have gotten into the food. In the end, Escoffier decided that as head chef, she should take responsibility. And she was sent to the fortress of Maripede.
The Fortress of Maripede?
What? That severe of a punishment? Oh, don't be so dramatic. It was probably just a formality. We got sent there just for eating someone else's cake. What kind of law do you have to break just to get in there? Oh,
Well,
seems like anything.
You're right. The quantity of the substance they found was fairly minimal. Even the guards believed the whole thing was probably just an accident. Escoffier didn't have to stay in the
100%.
fortress for long, but still, by the time she returned, the role of head chef had already passed to Savannah.
Oh.
So that's what happened. Paimon still thinks it's really unfair.
Oh, 100%.
Even though Escoffier is no longer head chef at the hotel, she's still well respected by the staff. So, I'm guessing what Monica wants is for us to convince Escoffier to try and negotiate with Savannah on the staff's behalf.
Oh.
Oh, Paimon gets it! Monica wants Escoffier to come back and kick Savannah out. It's simple. If the new head chef is stressing everyone out, then the solution is just get the old one back.
Well, about that...
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove! You'd have had more
There's
sense
a
serving
stove?
hot water with ice cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom. What do you say, Hilaire?
I'm sorry, Cream. I'm sorry, Mushroom.
You're apologizing to
As
the
you can
food?
see, Escoffier is that kind of chef as well.
How is the Hotel de Boer... I hope I said that right. Made it this far. I'm at a loss for words.
You have to leave it on the heat for long enough to allow those flavors the chance to come out. Don't be fooled by the aroma when the water first starts to boil. Got it?
Yes, Chef.
Then go back and do it again. The customers are still waiting. Remember where you went wrong and don't repeat the same mistake twice.
Yes, Chef.
Kinda wasn't expecting this voice for this character.
Excuse us,
Waiting to be served? Sorry, we're pretty busy. I'm afraid you have to join the line.
What line?
Oh, no, we're not here to eat.
So you're not paying customers? Then I'm afraid the wait will be even longer.
Oh.
It's hard to talk to Escoffier when she's in the zone. Let's take a seat. We can catch up while we wait.
I didn't even know there was like a restaurant right here. I wonder if I could buy recipes. Why is that my first go-to? I don't even cook in this game.
Looks like the rush hour is finally over. Is it always this busy here?
These days, yes. I'd say business has tripled since Escoffier joined as temporary head chef.
Oh, temporary head chef. Hello. She didn't want to go back to Hotel de Bourg? I hope I'm saying that correct.
In her words, the Hotel de Bourg doesn't need her anymore. It doesn't look like she's got any plans to go back.
I guess I'll be heading off then.
Wait, take these home with you. We can't serve them now, and there's no sense in letting them go to waste.
Even the plate?
Oh, thank you, Chef.
For what? Like I said, I just don't want them going to waste. Oh, and tell Fiamma to get well soon, so you're not running yourself ragged every single shift.
Fiamma. That's the second time we've heard that name. Who is that again?
He's the chef that fell ill from stress. Hilaire is his son. And with Mom stuck at home taking care of Dad, he decided to pick up some work to help pay the bills. Escoffier knows their situation, so she's been making some extra food every day for him to take home.
Hey, I heard that, Navia!
You should quiet
I told
down.
you before, no one's making extra food. Hilaire is making blunders in the kitchen, and I can't serve his failed dishes, so he might as well take them home.
Yeah, failed dishes that just so happen to be nutritionally complete every single time.
I beat...
So,
I don't
you
know
two
which one's
must
her
be the
storyline.
world-famous traveler and her companion, Paimon, yes?
Store Scourge
This is
Dawn.
something I can help you with.
That's how far I'm
So
gotten.
you know us already. We'll skip the introduction then. We are here to talk about Savannah.
Since Hilaire is working for you, you must be aware of the situation in Savannah. With Savannah, son of a...
Oh, I certainly am. The Spina's headquarters are right
I
next
beat
to the
him
tavern.
way faster than,
And I've lost count of
the
the
boss
number
before
of
him.
times Navia's come to pester me about it.
at the school.
But I don't work
She
for the
took
Hotel
ages
de
to
Bourg
kill.
anymore. And being ex-head chef doesn't give me the right to interfere with that business. Besides, I'm the one who persuaded Savannah to take the job in the first place.
What?
Well, she was a much gentler person back then. A little timid, even. She wasn't at all confident that she was the right fit for the role.
That's hard to believe. Are we definitely talking about the same Savannah here?
Honestly, I do wonder if she's just emulating me. I mean, I'm not the most pleasant head chef to be around either.
At least she's half aware.
Anyway, suffice to say that given the history between us, it'll be tricky for me to tell her she's doing her job wrong without coming across like a huge hypocrite. Fiamma and the others probably think that Savannah gets it all from me.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Escoffier. Look at this note we got from Monica.
She mentioned me.
Whatever shortcomings you feel you have, it looks like Monica still trusts you. As for the others, well, how can you know what they think unless you ask them?
Monica.
Plus, it's not like we're asking you to storm in there and raise hell. We're only in the initial phase of our investigation. All we're trying to do is get the other chefs to open up to us.
Oh, Monica. Oh, Monica!
Escoffier?
I can't believe her! Powdered sugar is supposed to be applied sparingly! Look at all that on the wrapper. It's thicker than the sole of my shoe. Unbelievable. I won't stand for this. She has to learn. Come on, we're going.
Wait.
What?
So now she's,
Well, whatever the reason she came up with, at least she's convinced herself to go to the... Oh... She's...
Let's go catch up to her. We don't want to keep her waiting.
This character is... wow. Oh boy. Okay, let's get out of this place before it starts up the main quest line. I believe the main quest line's down there.
Wait, she looks like... Is that
Who's
Escoffier?
Escoffier's
talking?
back? Yes, I've missed her cooking.
I was just saying, Hotel de Boer is nothing without her.
You can't match Escoffier's talent.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
What the hell is talking?
I'm so annoyed.
Follow? Wait, is she... What's going on here? She... Do I talk to people? No, don't burn the place down. Come on, talk to me. What's going on here? Do I go upstairs?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I messed up your order.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Maybe the taste is a little off, but if you hadn't brought it up, I don't think I would have noticed.
Looks like a giant cup.
But please, you have to forgive me or Chef is gonna... Okay, I know. I'll kneel before you.
What the
That's
heck?
dirty.
Get up, Monica! Can't you see that you're just making your customer feel more awkward?
Escoffier?
If you want forgiveness, then do what any self-respecting chef would do. Make the dish again. And this time, get it right. You cannot go begging your customers to feel sorry for you.
Savannah said that I'm not allowed back in the kitchen until I've corrected my mistake. But if I can't go back into the kitchen, I can't do the dish over.
that's some backwards logic. How can you fix your mistake without being allowed to cook? If this is what Fermat had to put up with, then no wonder he had a breakdown.
We apologize for interrupting your meal, sir.
It's fine. With my layman's palate, it's not like I can tell the difference anyway. I was actually quite enjoying my meal until she appeared out of nowhere and started apologizing. Gave me a bit of a fright, to be honest.
Oh, well, it's because Chef Savannah tasted a bit of the leftover soup from my pot and then threw me out of the kitchen.
Gosh, that's pretty strict. Has she always been that way? I don't recall things being like this when Escoffier was head chef here. I gotta say, you're all looking a little worse for wear these days.
I mean, Escoffier was strict too, but I think the difference is that her criticism was more constructive, so you knew what you did wrong and how to improve, and
Oh.
we all knew that it came from a good place. Chef Escoffier was hard on us because she truly wanted us to reach her level. But these days, whenever we make a mistake, we just get told to wake up, get your head in the game, or just do it again. And it's only gotten worse since word got out that Chef Escoffier had started working again in the Fleuve Cendre.
Monica, you don't need to call me chef. I'm not the boss here anymore.
Yeah, but
through no fault of your own. What happened back then, that wasn't on you, and all of us know that. That banquet was a huge event, and so many staff were involved every step of the way. With so many moving parts, there's no way of knowing how that Lumiline ended up in the food we served.
Lumiline? What's that?
I'm trying to...
A new drug from the Fontaine Research Institute. Produced from an extract of the Lumitoile.
I'm sorry?
Apparently it sharpens the senses. So they used it to treat people with impaired responses to stimuli.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. They found out you can use it as a flavor enhancer since it stimulates the taste buds. Makes things pretty addictive.
They also found that overuse can have mood-altering effects, and even lead to nerve damage. So it quickly ended up on the guard's list of controlled substances.
How did that get to food?
However, some food products containing the additive had already made it to the market by the time the guards banned it from the restaurant industry.
Everyone knows that in all likelihood, someone probably just purchased a batch of contaminated ingredients by mistake. But you took all the blame. We all know why. You just didn't want to see this turn into a place where tensions are constantly running high. Because everyone's suspicious of each other all the time. And now look at you. A fry chef in the Fleuve Cendre.
What are you trying to say? Sure, the Spina's Tavern is no Hotel de Boer, but come on. It's not that bad, is it?
Oh, the Fleuve Cendre, you say?
Oh, I've been
Great.
saying it incorrectly.
That's where I'm downing from now on.
Monica, I'm very happy with my current job. And there's no changing the past. We just have to let bygones be bygones. Besides, at the end of the day, I was the head chef, regardless of whose mistake it was. Ultimately, the responsibility lay with me.
If only Savannah was half the boss you were.
I'm sorry? Do you have a problem with my conduct as head chef?
Oh, when did you get here?
No, chef.
So, you do remember who's boss?
Oh boy.
Escoffier? I thought you'd left this place for good. What are you doing back here?
Pushy.
What happened to you, Savannah? Why are you acting like this? When I turned this place over to you,
You made me the head chef and gave up your right to tell me how to do my job. You're not the boss here anymore, so stop acting like you own the place.
Wow.
Sounds like someone has a chip on her shoulder.
Maybe we should give him some space. At this situation, I'd just vanish.
Oh, Savannah! My God, have you grown a temper since I last saw you? Have you put even half the amount of energy into improving your cooking skills, or are you still using the Pluie Lotus as an off-brand marcotte, thinking no one can tell the difference?
That's none of your business!
What happened to not storming in and raising hell?
I don't think she cares.
Ho ho! I was not expecting to see something this spicy as soon as Escoffier returned.
What?
Huh? Fan Asian?
Aye, miladies. Might I make a humble suggestion? Given that we have ourselves a tête-à-tête between chefs at the Hôtel de Bord, I dare say it would be de rigueur to settle this the traditional way.
The traditional way? That can only mean one thing.
Seems like we're in for a history lesson. What is the traditional thing? I think I need to know.
That's right. I'm talking, of course, about the tradition established by Modeste himself. The cooking contest!
According to legend, the founders of Hotel de Boer, Modeste and Savelli, used this method to resolve all of their disputes. Everything from petty arguments over next week's menu to disagreements over the strategic direction of the restaurant.
What?
The cooking contest would decide who had the final say.
It sounds like they had a lot of free time on their hands.
Yes, it sure
Well,
does.
it might sound that way to us. But in fact, the cooking contest played an enormous role in motivating chefs to hone their skills, reaching new heights of excellence in the culinary arts. And indeed, the reintroduction of this institution in recent years has surely been instrumental in transforming the Hôtel de Bord into the top-ranking restaurant in Fontaine.
Reintroduction? Someone brought it back? Who?
Was it you? Did you bring it back?
What say you, Escoffier? Surely you of all people won't back down from this challenge. It was you who put the rule in place, after all.
It was. Thought so. There's your answer, Paimon.
Sure, I reinstated it, but I'm not a chef at Hotel de Boer anymore. Isn't this bending the rules a little?
I see no issue as long as both sides agree to the terms. We could simply treat it as an exhibition of sorts. Savannah, any objections?
Exhibition. Huh. No. If we're going to battle it out, let's
Where
put it
is
all
the
on the
kitchen?
line. If I lose, it's up to you what happens to me.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
But if you lose, you hand over the Codex de Boer to me.
What?
What? The Codex de Boer?
The Codex de Boer, huh? What is that? Well, yeah, what is that?
Only the legendary handbook written by the original head chef Modeste. It contains all his secret recipes, including Gâteau de Boer. It's the greatest treasure in Fontaine's culinary world. And only the present and former head chefs of the Hotel de Boer have the right to read it.
Present and former. Wait, but that already includes Savannah, though.
What do you want that old thing for? You have your own copy, don't you?
Don't take me for a fool. You know perfectly well what I mean.
I don't.
I want your copy. The original version. The one you took with you when you left us.
I'm sorry, I must be missing something. You know, there's no difference between the original and the copy, right? They contain the exact same recipes.
Stop trying to change the topic. What's wrong, Escoffier? Scared you're gonna lose to me? Or are you scared of me getting my hands on the original Codex?
What's so
Savannah,
important about the Codex?
You may remember that we gave her the original as a parting gift.
Oh,
Thank
son of
Escoffier for her years of service. Asking for it back feels a little,
Trinity THR 333
Oh, I'm
rated
sure it
your
won't be an
channel with
issue.
1 viewer.
As long as both sides agree to the terms. Those were your words, weren't they?
Oh, that scared the
and as
crap
for the
out of me.
contest
I
itself,
forgot I had that.
let's make it a
Why
bake-off.
is it so long?
Gâteau de Boer, per the recipe in the Codex.
I remember
well,
why it's long.
Escoffier,
I did that
you
intentionally.
against me. Are you in
Oh.
Trinity
or out?
THR 333 follow your
sound
channel.
surprisingly
Thank you so much for the
confident.
follow. Why am I
Alright
scared of
then,
my own
let's
stuff?
see how much you've actually grown. I hope you surprise me, Savannah. I'd hate to find out that all you've learned after this long is how to
C
chew
or
people's
8?
heads off.
Believe me, I'll show you.
Escoffier, are you sure this is a good idea? You accepted her terms a little
C or
hastily.
8? Did I C or 8 what?
Oh, it'll be fine. Let's head back to the Fleuve Cendres so I can get prepping.
C or 8? Create. Yes. Well, no, I didn't create it. It's from a TV show. Well, an anime. I forget what it's called. Hang on, let me look up the show. It's the intro to an anime. Something about a deer? My dear friend Nokotan. Found it. It was brain rot at the moment, so I just added that as my raid sound. Because I thought it would be funny. Where the hell am I going? I am so lucky that didn't kill me. Where am I going? Oh, back to the... Oh. I'm gonna hope this doesn't start up the storyline. Please still be side content. Where exactly does the main storyline start up? I really hope it's not thank God. Okay.
So, this whole bake-off thing kind of came out of nowhere. Was it really sensible to just go along with it?
Well, I got a sense that she's holding something back. But we chefs always express ourselves in our cooking. So if she won't talk, this might be the best way to find out what's really going on with her.
Huh? Holding back? Sure didn't sound that way to Paimon.
Escoffier only picked up on it because she's the same
Did
way.
you get iced coffee?
Always closed off, never letting you know what she really thinks.
That's patently
IRL?
false. At least
Yes,
where your
because
macarons
I got
are
a tooth
concerned.
pulled, so
I've
it's
been
kinda all
nothing
I
but
could
truthful with you
drink
about
right
the
now.
disgraceful amount of sugar you use.
Okay, that's one case where you can keep your thoughts to yourself.
Escoffier. Oh, the character! I wish. I'm free to play. So I guarantee that there's almost a 0% chance I could get her. So anyway, what's the Codex de Board? She's so obsessed with.
Oh,
Could
that?
it cast spells?
Well, it's not so much a recipe book as a diary of Modest's adventures. Back in the day, he and his good friend Savelli explored far and wide, partly adventuring, partly looking for new ingredients and developing new recipes. Their creations had an enormous influence on the course of Fontaine cuisine, turning it into a much more vibrant and diverse scene. For instance, legend has it that the original Gâteau de Bourg was made using a special secret ingredient that Modeste discovered on one of his adventures. So rare was the ingredient that they could never make more than 16 slices of the cake per day. But everyone who tried it claimed that it was one of the most blissful and invigorating things they had ever tasted. Modeste and Savelli went on to found the original Hôtel de Bourg, which catapulted them to stardom in Fontaine's culinary world.
So it's a cookbook.
Especially Modeste. He was hailed as a once-in-a-generation genius. And over time, the recipes from his adventure log became known as the Codex de Bourg.
Ah, Paimon's heard this kind of story before. Armed with the Codex, the Hôtel de Bourg took its rightful place as the finest restaurant in the land, serving those recipes for centuries to come.
So it's a Codex
Something
of the
like that?
best recipes.
What? No, of course not. Cooking is a constantly evolving art form. How could any restaurant survive if they only served food that was popular last century? Anyway,
What?
never mind centuries. Savelli and Modeste parted ways not even 10 years after their rise to fame. Then, Modeste passed away while he was still in his prime. And that was it.
So it's a
The end
cookbook
of
of
the
recipes they
Hôtel
don't
de
use.
Bourg's heyday. It fell into decline, and for most of its history, it was just a nondescript place with a couple of cheap tables. It's only in recent decades that it started recovering. Even then, it still took numerous relocations and changes of management before we finally ended up with Vanigem and the restaurant we have today.
Oh! So the Codex really isn't all that, then. Paimon figured it was like one of those mystical books they have in Liyue's martial arts novels, where the main character learns all their secret powers from.
So she does actually make
Yes,
food.
well, that's fiction, and this is
I wonder how
reality.
broken that
You
is.
can't meet the tastes of modern diners by following some ancient recipes from a dusty old book.
Case in point. Even the Gâteau de Bourg they sell now is actually Escoffier's reimagination.
Wait, really? Why though? Didn't that recipe make it into the Codex?
Wait, which
It
one?
did, but like I said, it's the dusty old book now, and the records aren't as legible as they once were. Not to mention that there's no way of finding the secret ingredient Modeste wrote about. So, reimagination is right. I consulted some historical records and took what I could from the Codex. But ultimately, the Gâteau de Bourg of today is my own recipe.
Wait,
As
7
for why we
per
gave it
week.
the same name and
So it's
kept the
like
tradition of
once a
only
day.
selling 16 slices
Oh.
a day, well,
That's
you've
actually
got
not bad.
Vanigem's business sense to thank for that.
Oh,
That's really cool.
huh. Well, that kind of takes all the mystique out of it.
Hey now, it might not be the original Gâteau de Bourg, but it's still
Well,
the
once a day
most
for a week.
delicious cake in Fontaine today. And who knows? Maybe Escoffier's version is more suited to your palate. Just think, If the original truly was the perfect cake you're imagining it to be, there's no way the recipe would have been lost to history, right? Not to mention that the Hotel de Boer never would have fallen into a slump.
My top favorite?
Before I left my role as head chef, I made a copy of all the
This
recipes
is-
from the Codex.
I hear she's
including
really
my
bad,
own improved
but she's my
version,
first
and turned them over to Savannah.
very most favorite. Dea.
So why is she so
I used her
interested
all
in
through
the
Dragon
original
Spine.
copy? Could it be a symbolic thing? Like, whoever holds the original Codex de Boer is the true head chef.
First 5-star.
Well, it was clearly precious enough to give to Escoffier as a parting gift. Meanwhile, Savannah only got a copy. Maybe from her point of view, it's like management doesn't truly see her as being worthy of the role.
I think I've got her at
You
level
think so?
90.
The only thing is, it was
I
her
forget what
suggestion
piece
to
she's
give me
got.
the original in the first place. Well, a joint decision by her and Venegem.
Definitely
But
5-star.
What? Huh.
I don't know her weapon.
Guess she's
Free
had
to
a
play,
major
obviously.
change of heart since she became head chef. Yeesh.
Yeah.
Who knows?
When I started, I
We could
picked that character
speculate
from it.
forever. Better to just let our Gato do the talking.
C2. I probably have a C3 or 4. I'm gonna check after this. Because I accidentally pull a little too much of them trying to get, like, characters from banners. %100% uptime skill. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't read any of the constellations. What does that mean exactly? I forgot what you said. Repeat?
It means besting her in this bake-off, and then getting her to explain herself, even if I have to beat it out of her with a spatula.
Don't do that. Don't mince words.
However much she's changed since we worked together, I believe that she still has her chef's pride. And if she respects the art, she'll respect the outcome of our contest.
Well, I'm confident that you and your spatula can get justice for Froment. All you need to do now is win the contest. But that should be a breeze for you.
Just please don't use the spatula.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Gâteau de Boer is very complicated to make. Usually, it takes 3 chefs working in tandem to cover everything. Now, if I had to push it, I could probably do the work of 3 chefs myself. But I'd prefer to play it safe if I can find a couple of assistants in time.
Well, that's easy. The 3 of us are veterans in the kitchen. You just need to pick 2 of us.
Well, I have heard the Traveler is an accomplished cook, as well as a warrior. But be warned, I will hold you to exceptionally high standards. Think you're up to the task?
Does Paimon really know how to cook? I don't... I know she knows how to eat, but not cook. The skill costs 0 energy, but the 20-second cooldown kinda long. And 12 seconds duration. Oh, I gotta look at that. C2 makes it last longer. Oh! Oh, I gotta see what I got my Dia at. Bring it on.
Count me in too. I've spent
12 plus
weeks
6 equals
perfecting my
18.
macarons after your scathing review. Even if it means competing against the Traveler, so be it. I'll show you what I'm made of.
20 seconds cooldown, 18
Confident.
seconds
I
duration.
like it.
Oh.
Alright, let's start with some elementary mise en place. Show me your knife skills.
I have a sword. Does that count? Oh my goodness. What? You're... That's not a knife. Normal attack to cut the fruit. Okay, so it's just normal attack to
I've
cut
always called
fruit.
it chopping stuff up, not mise en place.
Oh, this
But
is
it's basically the
weird.
same thing, right?
Oh, Navia. The difference in your case is that mise en place is... Looks like you found that easier than I expected.
Yeah, thankfully it was pretty straightforward in the end. You made it sound like we'd be carving statues out of fruits or something.
Oh, C2's 90%
Well, brace
uptime?
yourself, because the next step is
Sweet.
anything but straightforward.
I didn't know that.
I'll be using this cold press to extract flavor compounds from the ingredients.
So it's like a fruit juicer. That's a cold press? Yeah, so fruit juicer.
A kind of special food processor I got the Fontaine Research Institute to make for me. It uses cold temperature extraction to isolate the essence of cooking ingredients, which can then be used to flavor dishes more precisely. But this isn't exactly standard kitchen equipment, so that probably didn't make a whole lot of sense. Let me give you a demonstration instead.
So it's like a fruit juicer for every kind of food? So if I put a pasta in there, I can put the juices of a pasta on something? That's weird. I really hope I didn't get that right. Tap your elemental skill to accelerate the cooldown. Normal attack to let it do its work. Special. Okay.
Custom-made equipment from the Fontaine Research Institute, huh? That's some pretty high-tech food prep. Paimon's never used anything this weird before. Cool.
Okay, elemental
Not
skill.
weird.
Okay. And then do I... Oh! I'm learning. Okay.
And done. These are the flavor compounds extracted from our ingredients.
Yeah, it's kind of
I
a dumb
processed
story.
all the fruit you chopped
It
up
is,
earlier.
Wow! Even the
It was
smell
my
is
Kahoot
so much
name
more concentrated.
in a class.
Oh, what next?
It's
Do we
really
add
stupid.
all this
I just thought it was cool.
Absolutely not! Throwing everything in at once will ruin the balance of flavors. We have to go slowly and carefully to calibrate the exact flavor we want. I'll demonstrate again. Now, watch closely.
Yeah, it's the weirdest way to get a name. I am so sorry. I was not paying attention. What'd you do? The flavors you get from the multifunction food process can... Strike the balance between fruit and flavor. The floral flavors and adjust said floral profile. Oh boy. Okay.
Slowly and carefully.
Oh boy. Okay. Wait, is this math? Wait, I need to... Okay, there's only one way I could figure out how this actually works. So if I just go for it. Okay. Have fun. Oh. Oh, that's so... Okay. I don't know how the hell I did that.
And voila! Now it's your turn.
Do I do it again?
Not terrible. Considering this was everyone's first time blending flavor extracts, it could have been worse. But the Traveler's work was surprisingly good. Are you sure you've never done this before? You got almost perfect results on your first try.
All thanks to my excellent teacher. I guess I just treated it like an adventurer's puzzle.
That goes without saying. Still, credit where credit's due. You did well. Alright, now for the part I've been looking forward to. I want each of you to cook something from the Hotel de Boer's current menu. I'll judge your submissions and give you a final score.
What if I don't know anything from their menu? What do I do then? Final score? What?
That's right. The true test of your cooking skills is the finished product. It'll be good practice for the contest itself. Now get to it. Chop chop!
But I don't know any of their dishes. Oh no.
How's it going? Have you picked a dish yet? Choose wisely. I expect you to present the most delicious thing on the menu.
Oh boy. Wait, isn't that all the food I got from the prison? I'll just use one of these, because I've got an abundance of it. Technically I didn't make it, but I can use it.
Look at that! With the grace of a snow-winged goose, as I like to say. Now, let the grating commence.
Pretty good, right? Not to brag or anything, but Paimon's a bit of a connoisseur when it comes to la food.
Wait, you do know how to cook?
6 points.
What? Oh, well, fair enough. Paimon doesn't cook all that often, so as long as it's a pass.
I think you
That's
buy more
6
food
out of
than cook.
100.
Out of 100?
You say you're a connoisseur, but it's quite clear from this dish that you have far more experience consuming food than creating it. By
Oh,
that
100%.
logic, I suppose you think listening to Lady Farina on repeat every day would make you an opera singer.
Aww.
Me next, me next. I'll have you know that this batch of macarons has 2 whole tablespoons less sugar than my previous ones.
So you went
What?
from 12 tablespoons to 10? Well, it's nice to know you actually measured it out. Because it tastes like you just threw in whatever was left in the jar. 6 points.
Aww.
Wow. Wow. Yikes, she's a harsh judge.
Now to the final dish.
So, what do you think?
This is our last hope.
8 points.
8?
Darn, that's barely higher than what we got.
Not exactly. The color is spot on. Beautiful aroma. Excellent presentation.
What?
I have to give this one 8 points out of 10. Maybe even
Out
9
of
points.
10? Wait, there was out of 100.
Pull that off.
It's all the practice of cooking for you, Paimon. No, I technically didn't cook that one. I had that one already made.
Don't get me wrong. There's room for improvement. But still, this is clearly the work of an accomplished chef. I can tell that you've put many hours of work into honing your skills in the kitchen. I can really taste the grace of the snow-winged goose in this dish. The traveler's journey, with all its trials, tribulations, and setbacks. Not to mention the frustrations of having a picky eater for a partner.
Hey, you made that last part up! No way did you taste that!
Well, it looks like I lost fair and square. I guess you'll be taking the Traveler as one of your assistants then?
But if it takes 3 chefs, that still leaves 1 slot remaining. Maybe Paimon and Navia should keep practicing and see how it goes?
Chef Escoffier.
Oh, it's Hilaire! What brings you here?
I heard the news about the cooking contest. You're doing Gâteau de Boer, right? I was just wondering if you needed any help.
And you think you're up to the task, do you?
Oh, no, I know I'm not there yet. It's actually my dad who wanted to help.
Wait, wasn't he the one that was sick?
Firma, last I heard, you could barely get out of bed.
Chef Escoffier, Navia, Traveler, thank you all so much for everything you're doing for me and my family. I've had enough of sitting around at home while you run yourselves ragged. If you let me, I'd like to help you win this cooking contest.
How are you standing? Is sure you're up to the task? Foreman? Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Don't you worry. I'll be fine. I'm feeling much better now. I'm sorry. I know I've been rather useless these past few days, but not anymore. The fact is, I'm a fine chef, despite recent events. I've proven myself in the Hotel de Bourg kitchen, so if anyone's qualified to work under Chef Escoffier, it's me. I think. I mean, I hope so.
Firma, have you even set foot in a kitchen since leaving Hotel de Bourg?
I have not, but I'm fully rested now. I know I can handle it. I'll prove it. Let me whip something up for you right now.
For some reason, I bet he's gonna whip up something she likes. Ooh, what kind of knife is that? Look at it. That's really cool.
Huh? That's strange. Why are my hands shaking?
What do you call this, Firma?
I can't seem to grip my knife.
Do it again! Again! Again!
I...
Hopeless. Get out of my kitchen yesterday.
Dad, what's wrong?
It's like he has.
I don't
He's
understand.
having like World War
I was
War
feeling so
flashbacks.
much better, and then will I never be able to work in a kitchen again?
My goodness.
Dad, talk to me. What happened?
I think the real issue here is not physical exhaustion, but psychological trauma.
Monica, when did you get here?
Even I didn't notice your arrival. You sure you're not qualified to be a ninja?
Probably because you were all concentrating so hard on your cooking. I didn't want to interrupt your flow. But anyway, Firma, I'm so sorry. If only I'd known how serious your situation was, I would have stood up for you sooner.
You have nothing to apologize for, Monica. During those long nights of redoing every order, you were the only person who looked out for me.
Oh, come on. All I did was make you some tea. I doubt it was much help. Savannah was so ruthless toward you. I probably should have brought you something stronger.
She
Like-
sounds like
like
the
what?
worst. All right, another Savannah horror story. Let's hear it.
She's been getting harsher and harsher on us ever since she heard about Escoffier's new role in the Fleuve Cendre. Seems like no matter what we make, she'll find something wrong with it.
What is this? It looks like a dog's been at it! In the trash now!
Then she orders us to redo the dish again and again, but we never know what's going to make her happy.
Do it again, do
That
it
had
again, do it
full
again!
fish heads.
Every time you remake it, you just get another earful from her.
Either straighten yourself out, or get out of my kitchen!
So now, it seems like just picking up a kitchen utensil gives me flashbacks of her yelling at me.
Oh man, that must be awful.
The more I want to get it perfect, the more my hands shake, and the more scared I am of making another mistake.
How can you give up so easily, Firma? You weren't acquitted when you were working for me. And even under Savannah, you talk about working late into the night trying to perfect your dishes. That says to me that you still hadn't lost that determination to prove yourself. What changed?
I don't know what's come over me. When I think back, I just remember feeling like my heart and my hands were growing heavier and heavier as the shift went on. Each time I had to redo a dish, my heart sank a little further. Maybe Savannah was right. Maybe I am just hopeless at this.
Dad.
I see. Well, it sounds like there are some deep issues at work here. Ones that won't be resolved by merely seeking compensation. I will win this contest, and after that, I encourage you to approach Savannah and talk this out.
But what if you can't find another assistant in time? Clearly, I'm in no state to help out.
You think being one person short will ruin my chances? Let's not forget, I taught you and her everything you know. Even if I had to go it alone, I would present the perfect gâteau.
Oh, well, Paimon and Nadia will still keep practicing, just in case.
And
boy.
so will I.
Yeah! And if worse comes to worse, we can always get the Spina di Rosula to put out an emergency call for chefs. There's gotta be someone out there, right?
What a...
Actually, I thought maybe I could help.
Yeah.
That's sort of why I'm here.
What? Why didn't you say so?
I was going to, but then... well, this is the first chance I got.
You do this for us? Thank you so much, Monica.
Well, it makes sense why she'd pop out of
fine
nowhere.
by me. But aren't you still working for Savannah? Joining the other side seems like a guaranteed way to put your future
Well, she's not
employment
allowed
in
in the
jeopardy.
kitchen.
I know, but it's all right. I've made up my mind. With the way things are, I can't keep working for Savannah much longer anyway. Unless I want to become the next Fermat.
Oh, wow.
I'm done with sucking it up. It's time to try and turn things around. If this cooking contest can get Savannah to see the error of her ways, then I'm sure she'll forgive me for this.
I hope you're right.
Well, Paimon didn't think we'd be poaching from Savannah's staff to get our third person, but there you go. Anyway, Monica's a professional chef, so nothing could possibly go wrong now.
Great! Then it's settled. And to congratulate you all on making the team, I propose a Spina-sponsored meal to celebrate.
Spina sponsored? Wait, you mean I'm cooking?
Well, I
boy.
promised the traveler a feast in the Fleuve Cendre. And I know how much you've been looking forward to it.
Yeah! Feast, feast, feast!
I can help cook. It'll be good practice for the contest.
Alright, if you insist, then prepare for some of the finest food of your lives.
Oh! Oh, the Traveler is saying this. Skill enough that even though it was... Oh! Yep, my dyslexic brain can't read that well.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Wait, hold on. You need to finesse that further.
Finesse what? She dished out plenty of praises and taught me an awful lot too. The time seemed to fly by.
That was a dream come true. Paimon never knew Fontanian cuisine could be this good.
Okay, no more dialogue. I didn't want to interrupt.
Why, Savannah? Why?
What are you up to?
Oh, nothing. I was just flicking through the original Codex de Boer. I wanted to see if there was anything I'm missing. Something I hadn't noticed before. That might explain why Savannah's so desperate to get her hands on it. But I can't find anything. It's just some hastily scribbled recipes in between diary entries from Modeste's adventuring phase. And most of it's not even legible anymore. The copy I gave her not only has all the recipes in full, but even includes my own private tips and notes from years of experience.
Oh.
Surely that's infinitely more useful than this old thing.
For her, it's probably not about how useful it is, and more an issue of head chef's pride. Ah.
Yeah, maybe. Still, it's just hard for me to imagine that the Savannah I knew would go to all this effort just to make a point.
Were you two friends?
We were. At least I always thought we were.
Oh.
She was a little shy, but meticulous with everything and everyone she dealt with. She made a few mistakes here and there, but she was quick to correct them whenever they were pointed out. And she was always striving to improve as a chef.
I thought these two were friends too.
Those qualities are why I recommended her to replace me as head chef. I never imagined for 1 second that she'd cause Fiamma and the other staff so much grief.
It sounds like you feel particularly responsible.
Well, I mean to an extent, of course. I pushed hard for her to get the role. And the idea that she turned out like this because of me is difficult to come to terms with. I wonder if this is how Modeste felt back when he was writing the Codex.
I forgot to look at my dia. I'll do that after this. Speaking of Modeste, I hope I said his name right. Didn't he have a fallout with someone as well? Did he?
Yes, with his good friend and co-founder of the Hotel de Boer, Savelli.
Oh.
The story goes that after Modeste unveiled his Gâteau de Boer and was hailed as a culinary genius, he was admired and adored by all. But his newfound fame slowly drove him and Savelli apart. Unlike Modeste, whose every new creation was an instant hit, Savelli seemed to face setbacks every turn. Doors that would swing wide open for Modeste would shut in Savelli's face. And with Modeste being whisked off to all manner of functions by his celebrity friends, he had less and less time to discuss the culinary arts with Savelli. People started gossiping about Savelli, and their relationship between the two gradually soured.
So what happened to them ultimately?
Everything came to an abrupt end when Modeste, still in the prime of his life and still hailed as a genius, suddenly died from an acute illness. And
What?
that was it. They neither had a decisive split, nor got the chance to properly reconcile. Their story just came to an end. One rumor had it that Savelli actually killed Modeste out of jealousy, even as the latter was hoping to make amends.
Is it true?
Unlikely. It's a popular theory, but there's no real basis for it. At least there are no records of Savelli ever being convicted of a crime. Still,
Could it be in the book?
beyond a point, there's no way of knowing what truly happened in the past. All we can do is try to make sure the present doesn't quite go as badly. And that's why I have to win this contest tomorrow. Then get the truth about everything that's been going on, even if it means cracking her open like a nut.
With me on the team, there's no way we can lose. With you on the team, there's no way we can lose. They're
You're right about
almost
that.
the same.
Just follow my lead, and victory will be ours.
Okay. I'm gonna take a peek at Dia. Here she is, level 90. What is her constellation? 3. Oh. Dia's max HP is increased by 20% and she deals damage, bonus damage, based on her max HP. Wait, really? Based on her max HP? Man, I should really have read these. When using the following attack, Molt Inferno's damage will be increased by 3.6% of her max HP. Leonin Bite's damage will be increased by 6% of her max HP. What? When Dia uses Molten Inferno, Ranging flames. The duration of the Wait, what? Will be increased by 6 seconds. It does increase! Additionally, when Fury exits the field, damage dealt by its next... Whoa. Will be increased by 50%. Wait, what's 3 do? Increase the level of the Onin Bite by 3%. By 3. Minimum upgrade level 15. Wait. Oh, that's why it's up to 9. What's this? Oh, they all need weekly boss material now. Oh, that sucks. What weapon? That's not weapon. Weapon. Bell? Cool. Where the hell do I go? Oh. Wait. The following day? Yeah, following day. So next day. Wait, is that? Hold up.
Hotel de Boer. Toot sweet.
No, give me this. Wait. If I missed that, does that mean there's like treasure chests down here? I don't really want to go looking in case I start the main story quest line.
Did you hear
Wait.
the news? Escoffier's coming back for a cooking contest.
I really hope I don't need to be that precise when I'm attacking the food. It'll really suck if I do.
Mesdames et messieurs, welcome one and all to the Hotel de Boer and to this most exciting of cooking contests.
Savannah, I've brought the original copy of the codex you asked for.
Monica? Huh.
Banned her from the kitchen.
In the interests of fairness, this contest will be conducted in a double-blind format. Once the dishes are complete, they will be sent to the back of the kitchen where they'll each receive a label. The labels will be placed out of sight underneath the plates, only to be revealed after the judges have sampled them and reached a final verdict. This is to ensure that no one will know which dish is made by which contestant.
As one of the judges, I promise to be fair and impartial.
When my meal got interrupted yesterday, I never thought this is how they'd make it up to me. Getting a seat on the judging panel is a pretty sweet deal.
What?
Both contestants have taken their positions. Then, without further ado, let
This
the
is
Hotel
weird.
de Boer cooking contest commence!
Oh boy. Well, time to destroy a meal. What the hell is this? Uh-oh. Wait, is this the same? Add enough of both before aiming... Okay, so...
Monica, Traveler, it's go time. Even the best chef in the
What?
world
Yeah,
can't
son of
flavor
a-
their food without prepping the flavoring, right?
What do you mean? Oh, I see.
Alphonse, Gaspar, get to work. Do not disappoint me.
Looks like our two head chefs are raring to go. Like an oven on full blast,
Wait.
this competition is quick.
Do I haven't... These are all just apples, though. Uh-oh. that's way too much. Where do I get the other? Wait. That's the same.
Yeah.
Wait.
A dash of frosting.
I see.
That should be enough flavoring. Now hurry up
Really?
and balance the flavor.
Is it? This just looks like a mess.
Stay calm, Escoffier. There has to be a way to balance
There.
the flavors. Just think.
Holy. Okay, I panicked there for a second. Ooh, that's getting really red hot. Are you trying to make, like, metal?
Come on, Escoffier! Come on, traveler!
Layer 2? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm gonna hope that's enough. Let's get this in case.
Freezer.
Okay.
The balance of flavors is about right. But the quantity is too low.
Quantity is too low? What do you mean?
What are you doing, Escoffier? Your team's waiting on you.
So, what do you think?
What's going on? Uh-oh, is there like a time limit? I really hope not. If so, I am not making this. Oh.
A dash of frosting.
Escoffier is already on the final step of the recipe. Let's check.
Okay. Oh boy.
I think this flavor profile is still a little bit off.
I'm aware.
Enough! Oh, useless. Both of you, make like an egg and beat it. I'll do it myself.
Oh boy. Okay, there we go.
You can't match Escoffier's talent.
Is there another layer?
I present to you Gâteau de Bourg.
Oh, wait.
At first, the flavor.
Oh, I had no idea what was happening there. That's actually really cool looking. Oh, wow.
I was just exercising caution. I had to make sure everything was perfect.
Total time, 4 minutes, 20 seconds. Total flavor used, 18.
Time's up! Contestants, please take your dishes to the back.
What is the deal with these guys? They're really cool.
Huh. That guy was right. You really can't tell whose is whose just by looking at them.
How did...
We both made the same dish after all. For all her flaws, Savannah's a talented chef who earned my recommendation for good reason.
Did they
She
just,
wouldn't
like, take
screw
the
up
top
something as
off it?
elementary as the cake's appearance.
Whoa! This is really rather good.
Wonderfully soft and fluffy. Beautifully sweet. This is a masterclass in how to make gâteau de bois.
I would give this one at least 9.9 out of 10.
9.9?
Only because there's something about the flavor of the base. It's just a little different from the recipe I'm used to.
Huh? Really? I couldn't tell.
All right, on to gâteau number 2. I haven't had a single bite and already this aroma is a delight to the senses.
I have a feeling that this gâteau will be a gâteau for the ages.
How exciting! I'm gonna dig in. I think maybe someone got a little carried away when they were adding the sugar.
Not just the sugar, it's the flavors too. This is all over the place. Who made this?
It appears the decision is unanimous. This gâteau is far below the standard we would expect.
And Paimon thought this might actually be close. Turns out she can't bake to save her life.
Maybe it's because of poor teamwork, but we're unable to know which one is whose. She spent half the time just berating her staff.
Something's not right here. Savannah may not be perfect, but no way is she this sloppy.
I can now declare that the creator of the first gâteau has won this cooking contest. Now, all that remains is to turn the plate over and reveal the chef's name underneath.
What? It's Savannah?
No! That's impossible!
Hey, Savannah! You cheated, didn't you? You cheater! What did you do? Oh, you swapped the plates, didn't you?
Well, someone's a sore loser. These cakes went from the oven to the judge's table without me ever laying a finger on them. And everyone here can attest to that. It was Vanejem's staff who labeled them in the kitchen. If you're looking to accuse someone, why don't you start with them? Isn't it more likely that Escoffier's lost her edge? Oh, or maybe her assistants let the team down.
You take that back!
Judges, we demand a rematch.
That's enough! What's done is done. As head chef, or rather as team lead, I take responsibility for the dish I served. Whatever went wrong and however it happened, I should have spotted it. Savannah, I didn't think you'd stoop this low just to beat me in a bake-off. What happened to your chef's pride?
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you want the Codex de Boer
She's really
that
trying to
much,
hide it.
you can have it.
Escoffier, no!
But you must promise me that you'll apologize to Firma and compensate him for everything you put him through.
It's a little late to be negotiating terms.
What do you...
The contest is over and I won.
No.
That means you owe me the Codex, and I owe you nothing.
No, how about this? I
Look,
get the
Savannah,
Codex,
you
and I
may
give
have
it to a
fooled
caster.
everyone else, but can you really fool yourself?
I bet they can use
What
it.
I'm offering is to accept defeat without looking to expose what you've done.
Oh, son, did you...
But only on the condition that you promise to stop putting so much pressure on your staff.
Fine. I'll treat this as your final handover of duties from one head chef to the next. So, will that be all, ex-head chef? Or is there any other unfinished business you'd like to leave in my hands?
I didn't mean that to be a scolding from your former boss. Just a word of advice from a fellow chef and a friend. But I don't know if you're even open to input from other people anymore.
I know what I'm doing.
I don't think she is.
I don't need your advice.
Oh no, she is
Alright,
not.
Fine. I'm glad to hear it.
I think I know what she did. The
Codex de Boer! Finally. Now, at long last, I will succeed.
At what?
Escoffier? How could you let her get away with this?
She shouldn't have.
Yeah! The Codex is a souvenir of your time here! Doesn't that mean anything to you?
It's alright. It was just a bake-off, not the end of the world. I'm already over it. Besides, it's not all bad. She agreed to compensate Firma.
No, she didn't.
That's mission accomplished for the Spina.
Why did she do
Honestly,
that?
if I'd have known that giving her the Codex would solve everything, I'd have just done that in the first place. I mean, why bother with the whole cooking contest? It's such a waste of time and energy.
I'm sure she's devastated. But what's done is done. Well, she must have cheated. I bet she put them all in the I bet that's the mole.
No! This doesn't make any sense!
What do you... What do you want about?
That's it? No secrets, no nothing? I don't believe it! This can't be happening.
Oh, Chef Savannah!
Savannah?
She cheated and you're still helping?
It's nothing life-threatening. Just a lot of pent-up stress and exhaustion.
Oh, I knew it.
Pent-up stress?
The truth is, however hard she might be on the rest of us, the person she puts the most pressure on is herself.
Yes, there are nights when she makes us redo things over and over into the wee hours. But for her, it's every night. She'll hide herself away in the kitchen, working on new techniques and recipes, and only realize how long she's been at it when we come to work the following morning.
So she's getting like no sleep.
Why? Why would she do that?
Our best guess is, she doesn't want to be seen as less of a chef than Escoffier.
And there it is.
Even so, that's no excuse for taking her anger out on the rest of you.
Yeah, and it's definitely no excuse for cheating in the cooking contest.
Yeah, come clean.
About that, we honestly have no idea how she did it. We were focused on our own work the whole time, like she asked.
Leone and Algalia were the ones I tasked with labeling the cakes. I've already spoken to them both. They're at a loss to explain it too.
Not to worry. Come on, join me downstairs. I'll interrogate the guilty Gateau myself.
Oh, I know who did it. Such a great way to get down there.
Well, how is it? Have you figured out what it was?
It's this person. She did it.
Oh, this is aggravated assault on my palate. I'd rather eat wet cement than this.
Is it really that bad? I made sure to taste test it before it was served.
Oh, relax. This isn't your cake. Savannah never switched the plates. The offending flavors are coming from in between the icing and the cake base, which means someone tampered with it while it was being made. Or in other words, we have a traitor in our midst.
I knew it. Okay. Oh.
I'm sorry. I was forced into it.
I knew it. Of course.
It was Chef Savannah. She said if I didn't cooperate, she would...
Oh, calm down, Monica. I've already accepted defeat. And if I wanted retribution, I would have brought this up when the results were announced. Whatever's going on with you, just spill the beans. There's no need to hide it.
I was the one who caused the food safety incident that one time.
You?
Food safety. Wait, you mean the Lumaline incident? So you procured the contaminated ingredients?
I think so. Savannah and I were on procurement that day. I didn't check everything as well as I should have, and so I let contaminated ingredients make it into the kitchen. But I swear I didn't do it on purpose. I had no idea there was an issue with them, and I didn't know it would end up with Escoffier going to jail. But the last thing I expected was for Savannah to use it as leverage to blackmail me with...
Oh, that's rude.
This is crazy! So Savannah pressured you into sabotaging Escoffier's cake by threatening to expose your secret if you didn't?
I know, it's terrible. I'm so sorry. I was so scared. The thought of Chef Escoffier finding out that I put her in jail, it made me freeze up with fear. I thought Escoffier would hate my guts if she ever found out, and yet somehow that's ended up in me doing something even worse.
I'm realizing Escoffier is tiny.
Seriously? All this fuss over a little slip-up?
Huh?
Firstly, it's not like I got a life sentence. I did my stint at the fortress, and now I'm out. And secondly, I had my own reasons for leaving the Hotel de Boer. This wasn't the only factor. So, you don't need to feel ashamed or frightened or anything like that. Any more than you need to add butter when you're pan-searing foie gras.
What? Searing what?
You mean... you forgive me?
Oh, well, I'm not saying you don't have to take responsibility for your mistakes. You should tell Vanagem to mark down your performance for the past few months. Then do some digging and find out exactly where those contaminated ingredients came from. Sure, you've made mistakes, but now's the time to fix them. Understood?
Understood.
Well, how are you gonna find it now? It's been, like, a
Good.
very, very
Now,
long time.
Back to Savannah. What about the original codex would compel her to resort to blackmail?
I have my suspicions. Not that I've got any proof to back them up, though.
Ugh. What happened to me?
I've overheard some customers murmuring about how the Hotel de Boer hasn't been the same since Escoffier left. They think our menu doesn't taste like it used to, especially our signature items.
You mean Gâteau de Boer? I did not say that right. I'm trying.
Now that you mention it, I noticed it during the contest too. I couldn't put my finger on it, but the flavor seems subtly different from how it used to be. But the difference was so small, I'm sure no one would notice it besides our most loyal customers and true dessert connoisseurs.
Still, as head chef, it's easy to see why Savannah would get so hung up on it. So many times I've seen her make the cake base over and over again, late into the night, determined to match Escoffier's version. But something's always slightly off every time.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Never really gave it much thought, though.
Why are you so happy about it?
Thinking back on it now, it's clear that Savannah's been in a downward spiral ever since Escoffier left.
She wants to prove that she can fill Escoffier's shoes. That's gotta be the reason. But after countless setbacks, she's getting more and more unhinged. And at some point along the way, she switched from doubting herself to doubting Escoffier.
Doubting Escoffier? For what?
She thought the codex from Escoffier was fake. Like, the recipes inside it?
Yeah, it would explain why she was bent on getting the original at any cost. She must have thought Escoffier purposely omitted key details from her recipes when she copied them out. Also, she could retain her place as the #1 chef in Fontaine, the only one privy to all the secrets of the trade.
Oh, for goodness sake. What a stupid idea.
Of course. Then she finally got the codex only to discover that the secret recipes she's been pining for don't exist at all. Seeing how utterly wrong she was must have been a real shock to the system. It probably brought up everything at once. It overwhelmed her, and she passed out.
So she wanted to make a
one thing
cake
that
properly,
doesn't make sense,
so she
though.
cheated?
If Savannah had the real
What?
recipe all along, how come it tasted different? She might not be on the same level as Escoffier, but surely after like 50 attempts, she'd get it right one of those times.
You'd think so, but geniuses like Escoffier are in a league of their own.
New head chef, you say? What's her name? I don't think I've heard of her before.
I wonder, can the Hotel de Boer keep its edge without Escoffier at the helm?
Oh.
This tastes different from last time. Is it undercooked or something?
Take this. It's a copy of the Codex de Boer. From now on, you will be its keeper. Don't listen to the doubters. If I say you can do it, then you can do it. Even if you don't believe in yourself, at least believe in me. Hey, did you hear me? Once I'm gone, the restaurant is all yours.
Wait, on your screen, it's got like a little bit of green to it. Why the hell? When I'm looking at it, it's just a black screen.
All this time,
Where's the green coming
I've been
from?
blaming other people, but maybe I'm the problem.
What the hell? Oh, it's loading in.
I sincerely apologize for putting everyone out.
Back for no
Savannah's
reason.
awake now, but I don't think she's ready to speak to anyone yet. Let's give her the day to calm down. I'm sure you'll have the chance to talk everything out tomorrow.
In that case, I'll go and update for Ma and his family. I wonder what he'll make of all this.
So, we'll come back tomorrow then.
Sure, let's go.
That was a long day. I think I've earned myself a sweet treat when I get back home.
Oh, nice! Macarons? Or are you gonna switch it up this time?
Oh wow, Paimon left my side. That's... I didn't think she could do that. What is it, Escoffier?
Traveler, how much do you know about the snow-winged goose?
I have never heard of it. But I'll lie, a little, I guess.
Every year they migrate long distances in search of a suitable home.
That?
There's always one goose at the front whose job is to lead the flock.
I didn't know they had a
poets
name.
often use the image of that goose to explore the ideas about leadership and genius. They usually imagine someone who's a cut above the rest, a model of perfection. But what those poets don't know is that during a migration, the lead goose is always changing. Once the lead goose shows signs of fatigue, it retreats to the back of the flock and allows another goose to take its place. So the truth is that leadership, with all the responsibilities and pressures that come with it, it's something that everyone takes turns at. But we humans completely miss that fact when we project our own ideas about social hierarchies onto them.
Oh. Is that about you and Savannah? Savannah?
I guess what I'm saying is, I don't buy into this notion that there's some sort of gulf between normal and genius. Cooking is a science, not magic. Given the same ingredients, same recipe, and same environment, I see no reason why two different people shouldn't be able to create the exact same dish. Of course, some people have a more sensitive palate than others, and some people are just born bolder or more conscientious. But these are all variables that can be accounted for with time and practice. I'd have no reason to expect so much from others if I believed that perfection can only come from the hands of a genius. The only reason I hold people to high standards is because, well, I believe they're capable of greatness.
I don't know if you're right, but I think that's a great thing to believe in. Is this one option or two?
Okay, I've made up my mind. I'm gonna get to the bottom of why Savannah failed. And come tomorrow, I'll give her the scolding of her life, pointing out all the mistakes she's made along the way. Then she'll finally see the error of her ways.
Okay, so you're gonna teach her. Five to 7. That early? No. No, right? The following day? Hold up. It's an entire day. We'll see if this is correct. Doesn't feel correct. Oh. I guess it was.
Why are we here so early? Our meeting with Vanigem isn't for a while.
I wanted to check on Escoffier.
Check on her? Why? What happened?
I don't know. What'd you do? What?
Oh no.
Did you
Escoffier,
eat?
are you alright?
How much of the cake did you eat? How many are you making?
I'm fine. Just need to get some more coffee in me.
You really did pull an all-nighter then. Why do you need to make so many?
Huh? What happened to my coffee? Did I really drink it all?
That's a big cup. That's a lot of coffee. Let me get you a fresh one. For now, you should get some rest.
Alright. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Not on the table. Oh.
Well, there's cooking facilities here. Or we could just grab a cup of coffee from Cafe Lutece, but either way, hurry!
Submit a dish that contains coffee beans.
Coffee.
Do I?
Need coffee.
I have dishes that require, has... Wait, what is this? Wait. Hold up. Does that mean... Hold on. I can go and buy a coffee? I didn't know you can buy coffee. I gotta see.
Hello, what can I get for you?
I need a What? What was it gonna say? I need a coffee stat.
Sure thing. We're here to go.
To go, please.
Huh? Oh, I see. First cup of the season. Yeah, I get it. Young people these days do love their little surprises.
What? I'm convinced we're on the same page here, but I'm not here to chat. Let's get the coffee to it. Well, I don't understand what he wanted. I am not walking. Oh, it just looks like a package. Oh, I wanted to see an actual cup of Oh, fine. I guess I'll take this boxed coffee. It really shouldn't be boxed.
Coffee. Need coffee. Oh, I smell coffee.
Just smelling coffee wakes you
I
up?
feel much better now. Thank you so much, Traveler and Paimon.
Glad to hear it, but make sure to catch up in your sleep when you get the chance.
How goes the investigation?
I think I figured out where the problem lies. Honestly, it's ridiculous. I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
Wait, what investigation? What are you guys talking about?
There's a lot of cake.
I'll save it for when everyone else gets here. It's so stupidly small, I can't believe it's caused so much drama.
And yet, look at this kitchen. This is not a kitchen. People eat in this space. Seems like you had your own share of failed experiments last night.
Yes, except my failures were stepping stones to success.
Escoffier, have you seen Savannah?
Huh? No, not since yesterday. Why? What's wrong?
After seeing her home yesterday, we were all a little concerned about how she was doing. So, I dropped by her place early this morning to check on her. Only to find an empty house with the doors wide open. I left Alphonse and the others to keep watch at her home, while I checked the Hotel de Bord. I'm worried something bad might have happened. If she's not here, then where could she be?
Boss, Escoffier, bad news.
Alphonse? You're supposed to be keeping watch at Savannah's house.
We were, but then, just after you left, we found this stuff in her house.
What stuff?
Oh, looks like a map with a bunch of random places circled. What does it mean?
Wait a second. This feels familiar. I'm sure these places are all connected somehow.
But?
Of course! From the Codex! They're all places that Modeste explored on his adventures.
What? The founder of the hotel... What?
Yeah, but... I don't understand. The adventure logs in the Codex are too fragmented to be of any use. How come this map shows all the missing details?
The Codex de Bord? Then, this place marked in red out at sea. Could that be the fabled birthplace of Gâteau de Bord?
What?
Seriously? So now she set her sights on finding the original recipe and beating Escoffier that way? Geez, Savannah. Anything to overcome a Gâteau plateau, huh?
Ugh, idiot! Does she have a death wish? Those ruins are thousands of years old.
Hold on, there's more. Besides the map, we also found these letters.
Oh boy. I'm not gonna read this. Hello. Oh no, that's just me. I always look sleepy. Either that or...
It was you. You let the Lumaline through, didn't you? It sounds like a threat letter. Does this mean that Savannah was responsible for the safety incident? And not Monica after all?
Retrieve the Codex by any means necessary. So the cooking contest and the cheating. Someone else was behind her pulling the strings?
She's keeping the true recipe to herself.
Ugh, this is all such a mess. Paimon needs a second to process this. First, we thought that Savannah forced Monica to cheat in the cooking contest. But now, it turns out that someone else forced Savannah to force Monica to cheat?
So did Savannah blackmail Monica? What? Or is it the other way around? What?
You're finally here. Of course. I should have put 2 and 2 together as soon as I read your threat letter. The food safety incident, the demand for a cooking contest, the instruction to blackmail Monica, even the suggestion that Escoffier was keeping secrets from me. It was all part of your grand plan, wasn't it, Monica?
It's crazy her name's also Monica.
We should be getting close to the spot marked on the map.
Of all the stupid things she's done, this really takes the cake. The moment we find her, I'm gonna curse the living daylights out of her.
What? Well, we're gonna see if this team is any good against this. I bet it's actually gonna be combat. Is it this? It is. Level 90. Holy. Okay. Time to struggle through it. This team is not gonna be good. Oh! This team is still probably not gonna be good. Wait, Cryo, Electro, Pyro, Animo, and Hydro. That's quite a lot of elements. Is this team even gonna function? What? What's happening? Oh.
Whoa! This place looks like an underwater restaurant, doesn't it? Suddenly, the idea of an adventure chef finding secret ingredients makes a whole lot more sense.
I think Modest's codex mentioned this place. A public bath from the time of Remoria.
A public
so, yeah,
bath?
Definitely the kind of place that would have served food and drinks.
Huh? Some blubber beasts have come to join the party? How did they get here?
They're gone.
Aw, they ran off!
Guess they're not used to seeing humans? Let's head further in.
That could be easier said than done. Something's blocking the entrance.
Well, did Modeste mention it in his adventure logs by any chance? They must have gotten through somehow.
I swear if it's cooking.
Good point. Yes, that's right. It's coming back to me now.
What is?
We prepared a banquet for our shy little guests, and as the food flowed away on the current, they broke into a joyous chorus, and the path opened to us.
What?
We have to feed the blubber beasts? With what? There's nothing here besides rocks, romaritime flowers, and lumitoile. See, this is why you should always bring snacks. You never know when you're gonna need them. Now we have to head all the way back to shore and grab some.
There is no time for that. Romaritime flowers and lumitoile will have to do. They may not look appetizing to us, but who knows? They could be blubber beast delicacies.
Wait, we're seriously gonna try this?
Oh boy. Wait, storefish. Where the hell do I get that?
Off to the freezer!
Is it this? Okay, it's this. Okay, Okay, there we go. These mini games are so silly.
Blubber beasts or not, are we sure this stuff is edible?
Probably not to
Trust
you.
me, they'll love it.
Or tentatively? How do we actually feed it to them?
Oh, good question. If we try to put them in the pool, we'll probably just scare them off again, and who knows how
This
long they'll
thing.
be gone.
Yes, we can't afford to wait for them to double back. Oh, what was it that Modeste said again? Something about the food flowing away on the current.
That? Wait. Wait, what? Hold up, hold up. Okay, so I need to get it to both of them. There we go. Wait, what if I boink? Oh, I needed to wait a bit.
Wow, it's really singing! It must taste better than Paimon thought!
This is so weird. Okay, there we go. Oh, I need to make another one.
A little amuse-bouche. The tracks turned back again. Oh, so annoying.
Okay. Let's see. 6. There we go. What? Oh, there it goes. I was so confused for a second there. I can't approach it. What? Oh, there we go.
Hey, it's open!
Where's the treasure? I really want that. I almost left the room without this.
Hey, give me your water.
Here.
I said your water, the one you just drank out of?
What?
Sure.
All those years slaving away under Escoffier, and then you. Today, it's finally paying off. Not only have I found the ruin that Savelli kept hidden, But I also get to boss you around like my little lapdog. Hey, go scout ahead for me. If we need to do any more blast tunneling, I want to know where to lay the explosives.
This feels like an entirely different character.
Did you not hear me? Get going.
Why don't you do it yourself?
Oh, when did you learn to fight back? You're always so compliant when I give you instructions by letter.
That's because you threatened to expose me for the Lumiline incident. I swear, if I'd known what you were planning, I'd never have...
Ha! Don't be so self-righteous. Admit it, you've always been jealous of Escoffier. That's why you lapped up everything I told you. You were terrified of her finding out about your part in the Lumiline incident, and you resented the way her reputation hung over you. So you jumped at the chance to convince yourself that she was the villain, that she deliberately hid her secret recipes from you just to hold you back. It was the only excuse you needed to justify getting back at her. First, idolization, then jealousy, suspicion, and self-deception. That's what this comes down to. It was the same story with Savelli and my ancestor. He offered Modeste his friendship only to murder him out of vanity. He promised to explore the world with him, only to later destroy all records of their adventures. It's a miracle I even found this place. You have no idea the countless hours I spent piecing it all together. So you see, you're no better than Savelli. If you can't beat him, betray him, right?
I am no Savelli, nor will I ever be.
Oh, put a lid on it. You really think you can absolve yourself of your vindictive and jealous behavior now? Just because you finally realize that Escoffier never kept any secrets from you? You didn't show any remorse when she left, or in the cooking contest. Why start now? You have no right to redemption.
You're right. I don't deserve her forgiveness. But I am done being bullied into submission by you!
Ooh, feisty. But you should watch your tone. Talking to me like that could get you in big trouble.
I somehow doubt that. Since I poisoned both our water bottles.
What?
What?
Ever since I learned the truth, I've been biding my time, waiting for this moment. You've played me like a fiddle for so long, and now this is payback!
But you drank it too!
It's what we both deserve. This is the price we must pay for betraying Escoffier. You'll die here with me, Monica!
You.
What's so funny?
Oh, you're too much. I thought I'd play along for a bit just to amuse myself. You gave a very rousing performance.
What? What do you mean?
I saw your dumb plan a mile off. There's no poison in these bottles, just clean, fresh water.
No.
So you
Revenge
not
is
gonna...
a dish best served cold, you know?
What?
Did you really think your half-baked plot would fool me? You're a lousy chef, and you make a lousy villain, too. A complete waste of space. No wonder you never amounted to anything.
Wow.
Everything I ever did was a failure. And now, I failed again, for the last time.
Hey, why don't you try your hand at being a comedian in your next life? You got a good laugh out of me. But now the show's over. You should have just done like I asked, Savannah. All I wanted you to do was scout the ruins for me. But you had your chance, and now it's time to say goodbye.
Stop right there!
Let her go, Monica! We've got you surrounded!
No,
Escoffier.
you don't.
Ugh, looks like I'll have to keep you around for a little longer.
You can't!
Stay back if you want her alive! Escoffier and the Traveler. I can't take you both on in combat, but if you so much as flinch, I can end Savannah's life in a heartbeat.
Monica, what are you hoping to achieve by this? You're about to commit murder, and for what? A recipe?
A recipe? Ah, you chefs are all blinded by your myopic focus on kitchen affairs. Well, some of us actually have bigger fish to fry. Modeste had a secret. The truth behind his so-called genius, the je ne sais quoi factor in his Gâteau de Bourg, and it's right here in these ruins.
Are you serious? You're here because of a Gâteau de Bourg obsession? You've gone completely mad!
Yes, she has.
I couldn't care less about the cake itself. No, the real treasure is the secret ingredient that Modeste sourced from these ruins. He and Savelli were fools. A priceless treasure of Remoria in the palms of their hands, and they thought, ooh, this would go great in our cake mix. We're talking about a powerful stimulant that also sharpens the senses. That's no cooking ingredient. It's a groundbreaking drug. That's right, I've done my research. It was a drug that Remoria developed for their war machine. I could make a killing by selling it to the treasure hoarders or the Fatui.
Will you listen to yourself? You're completely delusional.
My eyes are wide open. Just wait till I get my hands on this treasure. You'll see what a fool you've been.
She's also gonna blow the place.
What's that sound?
Why?
Just when I thought she couldn't get any crazier. She's lucky the whole place didn't collapse.
I thought that was her goal. Seems like she escaped in the commotion. Let's find another route and go after her.
Uh-oh, Savannah's gone too!
You didn't notice
Monica
that?
must have taken her. Oh, what a coward. She's only taken her hostage because she knows that she's no match for you.
Well, there's one piece of good news. At least Savannah is safe for now. For now.
That's true. Even if she finds the treasure, she'll need Savannah alive if she wants to get out of here in one piece.
Oh, well, our path's been blocked, so let's look for another route.
Can we go down? Can we? Hold up. I doubt they'd actually, like, throw treasure chests in here, but might as well check. Can't hurt to be careful. I'm starting to think there is no...
The water looks pretty deep here. Maybe it leads somewhere.
What? Hold up. Okay, there is no treasure chest. I am so lucky I can't drown in this area. Oh, wait. I could blow this up. Is that an enemy? Enemies. Oh, I don't need to fight them. See ya. Holy! Oh, I'm not dead. Do I need to fight you? I do.
You were probably awakened by the explosion just now. Alright, Knife Skills 101. Time for some rough chopping.
Yeah, this team is not made for combat.
A dash of frost. Hunt them down. Ready.
Oh. Oh, nice. I think she was carrying that whole fight. She had to have been. This team could barely take out those giant hilly trolls. I just clicked on it in case anyone wants to read it. I honestly don't have any interest in that. This place is really cool.
Another door? Guess
Oh.
we need to prepare another feast for our guests.
Oh boy. They look dead. Nope, nope, those are alive. Hello. Oh. Okay, I need to prep this. I'm sorry? 665? How? Okay, hold up. If I go 6, that's a... This will go 4 over. No, this will go 2 over. This will go 4 over. Okay, I'm just gonna start experimenting. Insane? How? Okay, that's 5 over. I just need 3, 5. At some point, it's gotta give me a 4. That's not. That's really high. 3, 1. Okay. At some point, it's gotta give me some kind of pity here. Holy son of a... Okay. I think I'm having very terrible luck with these.
A dash of frosting!
Okay. Let's see. And now it's 5 over. Holy, that was so difficult. I'll get that one next. Wait, is it gonna force me into that one? No, it's not. That's 1 out of 2. Did it? Did it? Okay, made it.
It seems to really like the texture of Rome maritime flowers.
This is so weird. Okay, next one.
Off to the freezer!
Please give me good stuff. 4, 2, 5. Oh, let's see. 5, 5, 2. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. Okay, that was so much easier. Only one more red. Yeah. There we go. It's moving. No, what do you mean? What? You can... Wait. Oh my goodness. I see. Let me move this. And then move this. And now I can send it down. Oh. I was so confused for a second there. What? What the?
A little amuse-bouche! Stop right there! Into the shadows.
I never knew you could process Lumitwol like that.
Alright, I've got to jot this down.
Jot what down? You're just making flour.
Lumitwols and Romaritime flowers. This could open the door to a whole new world.
Yep, that's literally the plan. Wait, hold on. Which door are you talking about?
I think only animals would want to eat that. I hope I'm going the right way. Where is this?
That's strange. These don't look Romorian to me. More like last century Fontaine.
They don't look that worn either. Could they have been left by previous adventurers?
Adventurers from last century Fontaine, huh? Oh, Modeste and Savelli, do you think they camped here?
By the looks of it, this was a one-person camp. They adventured together, but maybe one of them came back alone at a later date.
Let's rummage around. They may have left a journal or something.
Huh, you really think so?
Trust our adventurers' instincts. We're pros at this stuff, just like you're a pro in the kitchen.
Well, I'm not a pro, at least.
Okay, well, the Traveler has more adventuring experience overall, but Paimon's definitely a pro rummager from all those treasure chests.
And bingo, found it.
Darn it!
I found
Paimon
it?
was just about to show off her rummaging skills.
Huh, no kidding. Are all adventurers so obsessed with journaling? I mean, I guess I take a lot of notes when I'm cooking as well, but I thought that was just me.
Anyway, let's find out who was here.
It's been years since I've last visited these ruins.
He's still wearing his chef
It's exactly
outfit.
the way I remember it. This place probably hasn't changed in millennia. Sadly, up above, on dry land, everything has changed. The treasure of Remoria. That's what we used to call it. Modeste was right about its potential. It turned Gâteau de Bourg into a national sensation. Our limited stock of the substance meant that the gâteau could only be produced on a small scale. But this only drove up the popularity all the more. Modeste was right about that too. He predicted all of it. He was praised as a genius, while I, as the one person who'd ever disagreed with him, was labeled a talentless fool. Modeste tried his best to console me, but I knew better than anyone just how great the gulf was between us. Our conversations grew scarce, and we saw less and less of each other. I didn't fight it. He had new friends and a career of his own. Why invite further disdain by inserting myself where I did not belong?
They look like those wax
I told myself
candles.
that maybe one day, when I finally created a
Fancy
masterpiece
ones?
of my own,
I won't need them.
I'd be able to face him without shame.
Maybe
or
if
maybe
there were...
one day, when I've put these feelings of self-loathing behind me, I'd be able to ask him with a smile on my face.
I was
How
gonna
about
say
we go on
scratch
one
and
more
sniff.
adventure?
No, that's like...
For old time's sake.
That's an entirely different thing.
Unfortunately, that day will never come.
So it was Savelli. From the sounds of it, he
Good
came
tasting
back
candle.
after Modeste had already died.
I always thought it was just a legend. But If it's true, then this must be the place where they found their secret ingredient, the birthplace of Gateau de Boer.
In that case, what does that say about the death of Modeste? If it's all true, maybe Savelli really did have something to do with it.
Let's keep reading.
The taste of Gateau de Boer has changed. Modeste was convinced of this, even though everyone swore they couldn't tell. Being the perfectionist that he was, he refused to accept even the slightest flaw in his work. He stopped all sales of the product, locked himself away in the kitchen, and worked day and night, vowing to find out where he had gone wrong. But as he baked and taste tested over and over again, he found he only strayed further and further from the original taste. It was only when he was sipping on coffee one day and realized he could not taste the bitterness that the truth finally dawned on him. What had changed was not the gâteau, but his sense of taste. The treasure of Remoria stimulates the senses, taste included, and invigorates the spirit. In the short term, it offers people the ultimate gourmet experience, but in the long term, it dulls their senses entirely.
Oh.
In hindsight, it made perfect sense. After all, why would a culture that sought liberation from the constraints of their bodies care for the loss of their senses? But we realized it too late. We were just too late. Over the course of his many culinary experiments, Modeste exhausted the remaining supply of the treasure of Remoria. He consumed it all himself. The finest culinary talent of his generation now faced a future in which he would never be able to taste anything ever again. Finally, in despair, he took his own life. And because we had become estranged, I could not be there to stop him, to offer some words of comfort, or even to say goodbye.
Oh.
Yet despite everything, he sent me his final letter.
The treasure of Remoria? Guess Monica was really onto something. It really was a kind of drug.
But he ate it all.
So, Modeste chose to end his own life. Then, why all the rumors that Savelli murdered him? Also, neither the Codex nor any other contemporary records make any mention of the treasure of Remoria. It's almost as if someone deliberately erased it from history.
Modeste told me everything in his final letter. His was a tale of how even a genius could fail, and how much more devastating it is when it happens. Did he hope I would gain some personal catharsis from knowing the truth? Or maybe he wished for me to warn the public about the dangers of Gateau de Boer, proving that I had been right all along. But if the public ever learned how Modeste's greatest triumph became his undoing, his fall from grace would be swift and merciless. 1 minute a genius, the next a joke. It would surely spell the end for his restaurant too. What would be his legacy then? How would future generations view everything we built together? I fear the scorn I have faced these last years would pale in comparison to the scorn shown to him by the history books. I cannot let that come to pass. I will do what I must to protect his name. It will mean tampering with his notes to remove the damning details, leaving mere fragments of our story behind. It may lead his family to suspect me of having a hand in his demise. But if that's the price of destroying all evidence of my crimes, then so be it. I would rather the world believe a tale of genius and jealousy than see his reputation in tatters. The final loose end is the evidence here, at the bottom of the sea.
Oh. Oh no, we've got to stop Monica.
Huh?
Wow.
What's wrong?
He took a fall for his
Savannah
friend.
should be safe for now?
So we thought, but if Monica finds out what happened to the treasure, there's no telling what she might do.
Oh. How are these graves down here? Who buried people under the water? Oh wow, look at this place. What'd you do? What in—
The treasure of Remoria. I have found you at last. Savelli, you tried your best to bury the truth, but you underestimated the children of Modeste. Some fragments of his diary escaped your clutches, and we have held on to them for generations. But I have to thank you too, Savannah. Without your help retrieving the codex, and with it the last piece of the puzzle, I may never have found this place. But now, finally, the secret to Remoria's military might is within my grasp. The treasure of Remoria is mine! Oh. It's empty. It's empty?
Monica? Oh, we were seconds too late.
Escoffier? What's the deal with that jar?
Savelli's final act! He wanted to conceal the secret of the treasure forevermore and make sure it would never harm anyone again. So he came here after his friend's death and destroyed every last shred that remained.
Oh, that's
This
why he
can't
was
be happening.
here.
All the years I spent piecing together the truth. All my painstaking planning. All that for an empty jar?
Monica, don't do anything stupid. This ruin is more dangerous than you realize.
Oh, shut your pie hole!
Oh, that was fancy.
Praise be to Lord Remus.
What?
You barbarian shall be slain.
Wait, what?
She's a nutcase! A liability to herself and everyone else.
Uh-oh.
Well, now it's up to us to clean up the mess she's made. Take these golems out!
I'll protect us.
That's not her. There we go.
Yeah. Hands where I can see them.
How many's gone? Ooh. Okay. Oh, the place is collapsing.
This place still shaking!
Maybe it's because of the fighting, or maybe because of Monica. Oh yeah, it's probably explosives.
Either way, it's all her fault. Enough chit-chat. Let's get out of here, Traveler Escoffier, come on!
We gotta grab the two unconscious people, though.
Okay, I'm coming.
What the hell?
Oh, no you don't. If I can't get what I want, neither will any of you.
You had him this whole time?
I got nothing to show for my life's work so far. But if I can take another so-called genius down with me in my final moment, then it was all worth it.
You're a psycho!
What'd you just hit her with?
Savannah? Oh, when did you wake up?
Did you kill her or knock her out?
I may be a lousy chef, but it looks like I'm not a complete waste of space.
Hey, we need to go. We're out of time. Yeah,
Traveler?
we need to go.
Okay, let's go!
We're leaving Monica? Well, I mean, she'd probably kill us if we brought her with. Ooh, that one almost crushed you.
Escoffier! Savannah!
Traveler! And Paimon!
Venejem! What are you all doing here?
What did you expect us to do? Stay at the restaurant and sit on our merry derrieres? While the Traveler and
What?
Escoffier were out here risking their lives?
We had to do something, even though that something ended up being, well, waiting for you here instead.
I don't deserve any of you. And I certainly don't deserve to be your head chef. It was my fault Escoffier had to leave. Then I couldn't live up to her standards. I acted like a tyrant in the kitchen. And now I almost got myself killed. Come back, Escoffier. Come and be our head chef again. I'll never be able to replace you.
Okay, so everything I said to you the day I left, it just went in one ear and out the other?
Yes.
Huh? Sorry, I was kinda in my own head at the time. All I could think about was the Lumiline situation. What was it you said again?
So it did.
Forget it. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I didn't leave this job because of you. And you're not nearly as awful a chef as you think. If you were that bad, why would all your staff show up here for you?
Escoffier's right. Sure, you nitpick our work and get us to do things over a lot. But when it comes down to it, you're the one who's always doing whatever it takes to make sure the customers get served on time, every time.
Things were
Is he
pretty
part of your
rough
staff?
after Escoffier left. And Savannah's the only reason we've been able to make it through.
Our customers know that Escoffier doesn't work for us anymore.
He's
But
the boss of the
fact is,
hotel.
They keep
Oh.
coming back. If that's not an endorsement of your work, I don't know what is.
I didn't know
At
that.
the end of the day, we're all human, and we all make mistakes. All we can do is recognize where we get it wrong and do our best to improve. That's all that's humanly possible.
No, I get what you're saying, but what I did to Firmont and to Escoffier, it's unforgivable.
Well, about that, there's someone else here to see you, Chef.
It's been a while, Chef Savannah.
Firmont? I'm so sorry. I put far too much pressure on you. And the way I stubbornly refused to go and see you after you fell ill. There's no excuse. But I'm too late, aren't I? The damage is done. I heard that you can't even hold a kitchen knife anymore.
Actually, I think I'm going to be just fine.
Really?
Huh?
We thought Firmin's problem was purely psychological in nature. But after the threat letter came to light, it got Firmin thinking. And then he remembered the tea that Monica used to give him every night. And as it turns out, she was lacing it with Lumiline the whole time.
No way! Doesn't that cause nerve
What?
damage?
She was
It
doing...
can. High doses pose a risk of serious nervous and sensory complications. But if you calculate the dosage carefully, you can control the extent of its effects. A small dose might simply make a person more emotional, whether that mean more fragile or more hot-tempered.
No wonder it seemed like you'd lost your edge.
I asked my friends at the Fontaine Research Institute about it. They
She
said
did
that with the
what?
low dose I was taking, the risks are pretty small. They also fixed me up with some meds and said I should recover in no time.
Whoa, she's a way bigger villain than I thought she was. You're already sounding a lot more confident.
Well, that's what happens when you give someone a little bit of hope to cling on to.
There's more. We believe that Firmin was likely not Monica's only victim.
You mean...
What?
She poisoned me too?
Oh, so that's why Savannah's been so irritable this whole time!
Let's not be too quick to blame everything on the Lumiline. That stuff can only amplify what's already there. So tasty food will seem like the most delicious thing in the world, while food you don't particularly care for will become utterly revolting. So you better make sure you reflect on your behavior and apologize to every single person you've wronged.
I will. I'm sorry. There's still one question that's really bugging me. Why is it that no matter what I do, my Gâteau de Bourg never tastes the same as yours? Is it just... I mean, is it because you're a genius and I'm not?
It's because the heating element in your oven is broken, you silly goose.
What?
Her oven's broken. That's the whole thing. What? So all she needs to do is buy a new oven and it's... This whole thing could be fixed over fixing an oven. There's also a collectible over there. Okay, focus.
I felt like something was off during the cooking contest. Once I got around to checking all the equipment, I noticed it right away. There was a half-degree discrepancy between the temperature setting and the actual temperature. All the ovens in the whole kitchen had the same problem, which confused me at the time, but by this point, it's pretty obvious that Monica must have tampered with them.
So she broke the
I would have
ovens?
figured it out the day of the bake-off, since the issue affected both our teams. But of course, Monica sabotaged mine so that could never happen.
No. I spent so long trying to find out where I was going wrong, and then you pinpoint the problem in just one night? It all comes back to one simple, undeniable truth. You're a genius, and I'm just plain old Savannah.
Oh, cut it out! Stop the woe is me act for a second and just think. I came up with this recipe. You don't think that might have something to do with it? Do you know how long I spent perfecting my Gâteau de Bourg? 3 years! 3 whole years! I know this dish inside out, back to front and upside down. And you've been head chef now for what, 6 months? If that? A couple hundred failed attempts, and you're gonna throw in the kitchen towel and declare you'll never be successful because you're not a genius. You clearly have no idea how many kitchen failures I've had under my belt, or just how long it took me to finally get my recipe to a level I was satisfied with. Genius or not, everyone makes mistakes. Modeste did, Savelli did, everyone does. You're only a lousy chef if you don't face up to your mistakes, learn from them, and then keep chipping away until you crack the problem once and for all. Surely you haven't forgotten all that. You were no lousy chef back when I handed you the reins.
I haven't forgotten. And I'll make sure I never do.
That's our head chef. Ha! Sounds like we won't need another changing of the guard in the Hotel de Bourg kitchen anytime soon. Huzzah!
Aw, what a perfect ending to a crazy journey. Look how happy everyone is.
So you got your mojo back now?
Yeah. Thanks to you, Escoffier. In fact, no. Thanks to all of you.
Aw, friends again. So nice to see them finally settle their beef.
Yeah, it's nice. Maybe not all their beef. What do you mean? What?
Good. So now that's out of the way. It's time for payback. You cheated in our last bake-off, and I demand a rematch right now.
Huh? We're outside.
But that was mostly Monica's fault, wasn't it?
Right. And also, does it have to be right now? Savannah's only just got her mojo back, and you barely escaped from a death trap.
No excuses. This is a cooking contest between 2 top chefs, and nothing will stand in its way. So grab your spatula and get ready, because this rematch is happening today. Right now, this instant.
You're still outside.
So, this whole time you were salty about losing?
The second cooking contest commences now!
This time, no more games, and no holding back!
What the hell is that? What was that?
I feel like I don't have the right to be here.
Hey, what are you so afraid of? You can't unbake it now. And if you don't serve it, then good or bad, you'll never find out how to improve. If you're too scared to fail, you'll never know what real success tastes like. So?
Embrace your failure. Taste it. Digest it. That's the way to success.
I don't know. Sounds like it's easier said than done.
I'll do it.
The results
Oh, it teleported me. Son of a...
landslide victory for
Okay, I guess I'll find that
Quite rightly,
loot
too.
in like 30
Piece of
hours.
cake.
Her tail seems very happy with her results. What?
Oh yeah, look at that! Savannah looks pretty chipper too, considering she lost.
This wasn't for you, was it? You did this for Savannah's sake. What?
Now, where were we? Yes. Do you have any more questions for me
What are
after
your
everything
future
that's happened?
plans? Are you going to stay at the...
Uh-huh. I thought Navia would have filled you in. And actually, I said all this to Savannah before I left. Although, as we saw, I don't think any of it sank in. I had two reasons for leaving. One was the food safety incident, of course, but the other was that the Hotel de Boer had reached a point where it didn't need me anymore. So I decided to step down and look for new opportunities to improve myself.
Improve how?
Well, a while back, I got to know a fellow chef from Liyue, and in her, I saw so many new
Oh my
possibilities.
goodness.
She has that same adventurous spirit that Modeste and Sibeli had in their youth. Slime mucus,
forgot there's another
lizard
chef.
tails. With her, nothing's off the table. There's a whole world of new flavors out there waiting to be explored, hiding away in ingredients we overlook.
Honestly, she doesn't feel like a
Case in
chef.
point,
She just feels
remember
like a fighter.
those Romaritime flowers down in the ruins? I used them in the cooking contest just now. Did you taste the difference?
What? Paimon didn't notice at all.
Half of the art of cooking is dissecting the recipes of previous chefs and figuring out the exact constellation of elements that gave their work its signature taste. And the other half, it lies in freeing yourself from the confines of the kitchen. You've got to go out and explore the endless possibilities out there.
Uh-oh. Paimon's suddenly not sure she wants to try your cooking anymore.
What? Well, I'm always down to be your taste tester. You should definitely make Paimon... Yeah, make Paimon taste it all.
Don't worry, it's not going to be a free-for-all like in Modeste's time. Before I put anything into my food, I'll obviously do my research, make sure it doesn't contain any harmful substances. In the meantime, take this. It's a recipe for Petit Gâteau de Boer revised version. I tweaked it to suit your needs as busy adventurers. Hope you enjoy, and remember, feedback is always welcome.
All right! So,
This game really gonna
do you
give me
ever
that?
see yourself returning to Hotel de Boer?
Oh, of course. I've already promised Vanish M that I'll come back every once in a while to make sure the quality of the food remains at an acceptable level.
Good luck to Savannah, I guess. How do I keep messing up her name?
You know, Paimon's still a little disappointed that we never got to see the treasure of Remoria. Surely Monica wouldn't have gotten drawn in so deeply if it wasn't for all the mystery surrounding the original Gateau de Boer. She practically dedicated her life to finding the lost pieces of Modeste's diary. Then went to all that trouble to infiltrate the Hotel de Boer. And in the end, it was all for nothing.
She sold her soul for a dream, then had a rude awakening. Her life's work became a grand exercise in futility.
Since you mentioned the treasure, between Modeste's writings and what we saw in those ruins, I think I may have figured out the truth. The so-called treasure of Remoria was most likely a substance that the Remorians extracted from Lumitoiles, better known to us as Lumiline.
Huh? So then, why all the hype back in the early days of Gateau de Boer?
Don't forget, it was a very different era. We could barely even refine sugar back then, so desserts were very much in their infancy. In a world of bland food, it's no wonder that the first thing to really excite people's taste buds took the world by storm. And as for the Lumiline, it may well have been somewhat valuable in ancient times, but these days, it's just another drug from the Fontaine Research Institute. Even if Savelli hadn't destroyed it all, I doubt it would be worth that much these days.
So after all that, there was nothing in those ruins but worthless junk. Feels
Yes.
strange to say it, but Paimon almost feels sorry for Monica. She sacrificed it all only to get nothing in return.
She got exactly what she deserved. Yes, Paimon. Poor Monica.
Huh, hey! Huh? Navia?
You just got back from that underwater ruin, right? Well, check it out. They ran a special issue. Did you see anything like this down there? Freshly unearthed from the ruins of Remoria. A magnificent jar thought to be over 1,000 years old. Experts say it has immense artistic and historical value. It could be worth an absolute fortune.
Wait!
You mean the one Monica broke?
The jar they used to hold the treasure?
If only it was still in one piece. Some butterfingers must have dropped it or something.
Monica broke a
such a
priceless
shame.
jar. Oh. Is she an idiot? Whoa, wait, I actually do get the recipe? Hold on. No, what am I doing? Hang on. I gotta see. Wait, can I actually cook in here? I gotta check. If I can, I'm just gonna TP to somewhere with like an oven or something. I don't think I can. No. Yeah, let's go to somewhere with an oven. Or a campfire. So that quest line was about 3 hours. If you're not skipping dialogue. I wonder if the coffee place has one. It won't make sense. I almost killed her. There is. Let's see what it is. Where the hell did it go? Uh-oh. Is this it? It is. It requires 2 cream. Oh. Huh. I also know that's part of, like, character material. Wait, what about this? Oh. I shouldn't be attacking people. What is this? I have no idea where... Oh, I'm just gonna TP there.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing. Ad Astra.
Since I'm here, might as well get these. I wonder how much I've got now. Let's see. Oh, that's enough. Okay, so chat, I'm going to, now that we've finished that quest line, we're gonna continue the storyline of Fontaine next time I stream. I will be streaming this weekend on a Saturday. Hopefully, I won't be as in pain from the tooth, well, lack of tooth, so I can talk a little more than I did in today's stream. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you for Elden Ring. See ya. Have a great day.